I'm not one to publicly discuss or display my own personal affairs, get into personal shit. But I really just wanted to record a video and I didn't really know what to talk about, right? And lately I've been feeling a bit burnt out, Not on anything to do with this channel or like programming and stuff. Honestly, I wish I could do that stuff more or had more time for it, at least as much time as I used to. But mainly just some like life stuff in general. Because I'm going to school again and I'm working full time now. And it's not like I'm even making any like money. I mean, I'm making money. I'm getting a paycheck, but like a lot of it's just going to pay for like family members' different shit because they're all retarded and don't know how to spend money. I mean, it's honestly like it's really a miracle that genetic recombination was so. I don't consider myself like a smart person, but I really could have inherited like some genes from my fucking family members that could have made me like, holy shit, bro. Like, oh my god. I wish I spent more time actually doing development, recently. Because there's like 4 different things I could be working on. By the time I have like any actual time to do any of them, it's already like fucking 10 p.m., 12 a.m. Like, I already have like fucking, 6 hours of sleep maximum I can get before I have to wake up for work in the morning. So I can't really just like crank out, fucking any significant progress, night to night like I used to, and like just stay up all night. Cause I'll be staying up for the next fucking 50 hours, if I had to do that. Apart from finishing what I already started in terms of like my projects or school or whatever, I'm not exactly sure on what I'm gonna be doing 4 or 5 years from now. Especially with just how rapidly changing the fucking job market is nowadays, I don't really want to stay in one place for too long, but I'm pretty much stuck in the place where I'm at right now. Basically just grinding my fucking life energy away. And also, like, I didn't have like a crazy social life before, but holy fuck, I really just don't really have any opportunities for like actually talking to people like a normal person. What I do know is that I'll probably want to move back home where I'm from, once I'm able to get independent and fucking get a job opportunity down there. I always feel like I could be doing more than what I'm actually doing at whatever job I'm currently at. Especially where I'm at right now. Like, where I'm at right now, I just do like basic work on PCBs for like manufacturing and like testing them and shit, right? But like the infrastructure they got over there is completely fucking dilapidated. It's actually insane how everything like in these big businesses just rely on like are just fucking hanging on by a thread. Like, the program that I use to run tests on different boards and units is fucking the most lazily slapped together piece of shit I've ever seen in my life, bro. Like, there have been multiple times where the machine fucked up in some way, and you tell it to stop, you click on the program, and so it sends a signal to the robotics to stop. And what it's supposed to do is that it's supposed to completely stop testing, rotate it back to the beginning state and just fucking release it and then just kill everything, right? Put it in like a complete reset. But instead, like, it'll wait for it to fucking finish rotating, or it'll not even like let go of it, so you have to forcibly terminate the program, restart the program, and then you have to like start and stop a test again to have it let go. Which you'd think they'd send like some sort of reset signal every time on close and every time on open, just to make sure that the machine is in a known state whenever you close and open the program, right? But it just never, I don't, and the fucking UI is the most dog shit thing. I think it's made in like Python, and it's like, because I tried like the readme and the files and shit and all like the requirements and shit. The backend's made in C++ to control the fucking actual machine, right? But the front end's made in Python, and it's the most slow, like, piece of like you resize it once. And it like takes like a solid 2 seconds to actually draw everything again in the proper resolution of the window. And it's like Windows 10. Most of the machines that run Windows 10, and the program itself is like, I think, from like 2016. So it's like, it's fairly old, but it's not like completely ancient. It's still like fucking, it's what you expect in like an environment like that. It also has like example photos that were like obviously made in fucking Paint. And the machines themselves are like barely fucking holding together as well. You look underneath, and one of the machines I use every single day, it is literally like you can see the controller that is communicating with the fucking computer to do everything. Right there below the fucking metal plating in the machine. And it's just sitting out there. It's not in like a case or like secured down or anything. It's like being pulled nearly off the edge of like the bottom part of the fucking platform. Barely being pulled together by like a few like jumper cable wires and shit, you know? And there's like these tiny ass, like the same wires I use on my breadboard. They've had to resolder multiple times because they kept fucking snapping or having some like, you know, breaking the connection somehow. Like, it's crazy how fucking ghetto a lot of these big companies can be, bro. They're really like a lot less, I mean, just adults in general, but like the real world is like fucking barely functioning in general. Like, people are a lot less competent than you would assume them to be, you know? You know, there was like a period of time where I thought that writing software, like programming and stuff, was not really like a passion of mine, or that it was just like something I did out of some sort of like cognitive or like intellectual interest, rather than something I actually personally enjoy. But the longer I spend time away from it or not doing it, or the more separated I become from it, the more I just wish I could be able to do that. Not every day, but like, you know, I wish I could be able to fucking have more time to actually put into the stuff I want to work on, you know? Because there's like a shit ton of like programming stuff that I still want to work on, and stuff that I want to learn to do, want to learn how to do, which I haven't really done in a while. You know, I'm gonna try to organize some shit, you know? When my next big period of unemployment comes up in like, I don't know, 6 months from now, 8 months from now, I'm not really entirely sure. I'll get some shit organized and ready to fucking, you know, make the most of that time. I mean, you know, I'm not trying to come off as like super fucking gloomy or anything. All things considered, I think I'm doing pretty good in life, considering where like most of my fucking cousins ended up at my age. Most of my cousins by 21 were either fucking working some shitty manual labor job, or they were in like Syria fighting a bunch of guys in fucking Toyota trucks and shit, right? Or if they were women, they were fucking like pregnant and or, like already baby trapped, bro. Like it's bad, man. You know, sometimes it's hard for me to sit down and record videos like these, because I really don't know what to talk about most of the time, you know? Sometimes I'll have like a good topic to go on about, but I just really don't really have much to say on anything. Not really online or like in person in general, you know? Like it's just like a personality trait of mine. And you know, maybe I'll make more videos just talking about general bullshit, but I'm not trying to come off as like some sort of personality, like online personality type person, you know? I always want to like the stuff that I do, or like the stuff that I put out, to sort of speak for itself in a way, which I think it kind of does, you know? I think the quality of it, or like the continuity or fucking whatever of it, you know, sort of speaks to some sort of innate value, you know, like some sort of innate quality of creative output maybe.